NetherRealm Studios just can't catch a break. Once again, they've accidentally leaked their upcoming game in an update for Mortal Kombat 11. It's in the code. So let's talk about it. How's it going, everyone? My name is True Underdog, and it happens every single time. NetherRealm just can't catch a break. Once again, they've accidentally leaked their upcoming game. It happens every single time. Even the DLC gets leaked months in advance. And as a result, I have so much respect for games like Tekken 7 or Guilty Gear because all of their stuff stays secret until the stuff finally comes out. It's never leaked in advance. I don't know how they do it, or maybe they're just not as popular as Mortal Kombat. And that's not me throwing shade. I love all fighting games. I love Tekken 7, I love Guilty Gear Strive, and I love King of Fighters 15. Oh my god, there are so many cool fighting games that came out this year, and I'm stuck behind this screen so I can't play any of them, man. YouTube has consumed my life. But enough about me, let's talk about this leak. So like I mentioned at the start of this video, there was an update recently for Mortal Kombat 11. And if you're a regular player, then nothing seemed to change. I, for example, did not notice any changes. There was an update, sure, but nothing changed for any of the characters. There weren't any balance changes, no new attacks for any of the characters. In fact, the UI didn't change either, so I didn't understand why there was an update. But thankfully, there are heroes in our society to help out normies like me, and not all of them wear capes. And I'm not talking about doctors or firemen or even policemen. I'm referring to game data miners, people that go inside the game's code and find all the juicy secrets and share them with all of us, the normies. And today's hero is named The Thinny, and you've likely heard his name mentioned several times on my channel already because this guy is the go-to source for Mortal Kombat updates. In fact, if you follow Mortal Kombat 11 news, even casually, then chances are you've already heard of this man, because this mad lad exposes everything. He exposed Combat Pack 2, right? Aftermath characters, Melina, he had that stuff in the code the day it got added. I don't think this guy even sleeps. He might actually be a machine sent from the future designed for the sole purpose of leaking Mortal Kombat stuff before it actually comes out, which I guess would make NetherRealm Skynet, but I digress. Let's get down into the nitty gritty. What was this update for? Well, as many of you already know, NetherRealm is working on their next big game, and we're not sure if it's going to be Mortal Kombat 12 or Injustice 3, but we do know they're working on something. And on top of that, Ed Boon himself did say they're breaking the pattern, which likely means they're not making Injustice 3 this time, and this led many players to believe they're working on a new Mortal Kombat game instead. And we've all nicknamed this game Mortal Kombat 12. And it looks like NetherRealm is making good progress. This game is way closer to being done than we previously thought. That's what the update in Mortal Kombat 11 is for. Because once NetherRealm does finally announce this game in the near future, they're going to have screenshots of it in Mortal Kombat 11 when you start up the game, which is what they do in past games too. Whenever I opened up Mortal Kombat X, it would tell me about Mortal Kombat 11 Aftermath. When I opened up Injustice 2, it would tell me about Mortal Kombat 11 DLC. NetherRealm always uses their past games to advertise their next game or the upcoming DLC, stuff like that, and that's what happened in the newest Mortal Kombat 11 update, which sounds amazing, and it is, but the thing is they don't actually have the assets made yet. Instead, they only have the placeholders. So in other words, even if you dive into the code, you're not going to find any of the actual screenshots or images because they haven't been added yet, but you do still have the code that will eventually hold on to those assets, and we can look at those codes and still know what's coming next. Once again, NetherRealm goofed. They accidentally leaked what game they're working on next. It's in the newest update for Mortal Kombat 11. Let's have a look at it right now. Actually, before we dive in, leave a comment down below. What game do you think NetherRealm is working on next? Let's see what the popular opinion is. I bet most people think Mortal Kombat 12, and then a big chunk of people also think Injustice 3. So go ahead and comment down below, what game do you think is hidden in these update files? Okay, I can't wait any longer. Let's reveal what game NetherRealm is working on next, and I bet it's gonna surprise a lot of you because NetherRealm's been giving us the go around on Twitter. They had everybody fooled. Here's the big news from the Thinny himself. So the recent patch to Mortal Kombat 11 included new files titled DCF3. Now Injustice 2 was called DFC2. Online it was called Pachinko, and here in the new code we see both. We see Pachinko and we see DCF3, which means NetherRealm's working on the next Injustice game. They lied to us. They had everybody fooled. Ed Boon himself said they were breaking the cycle. That was just one big red herring. They're not changing a thing. They're still doing Injustice, Mortal Kombat, Injustice, Mortal Kombat. And here's the thing, right? That always made sense that logically they would keep overlapping the games, like one then the other, one then the other. But people thought for sure this time it would be different because it's the 30th anniversary of Mortal Kombat. And as a result, when the rumor dropped that Mortal Kombat 12 was their next game and not Injustice, a lot of people didn't want to believe it, myself included. I love Injustice, but I just thought for sure that a Mortal Kombat game was coming because I love the Injustice series. series. I know the game has way too much zoning and keep away, but outside of that, all the other characters are amazing, and the gameplay is honestly just as fun to me as the Mortal Kombat game. But once again, the rumors said Mortal Kombat would be the next game, and then Ed Boon said we're breaking the cycle, and then on top of all of that, this year we have Mortal Kombat 11 at EVO once again, and I thought for sure that was going to be when they announced the next big game, and I thought it was going to be a Mortal Kombat sequel of some kind. I didn't know if it would be Mortal Kombat 12, or a remaster of Mortal Kombat 4, or Deadly Alliance, or Deception, or return to the 3D games. I did not know. I was up for anything, but I thought for sure it was going to be a Mortal Kombat game. Turns out, no. Once again, Ed Boon proves he is the greatest troll of all time, because he had everyone believing that Mortal Kombat was next, that he had broken the cycle. I don't know why we trust this guy. He tricks us every single time, always gives us the go around. Once again, the code on screen does not lie. They are working on Injustice 3. Either that or they're tricking us once again, and they just changed the code to make us think they were doing Injustice 3. That could be the case. Maybe NetherRealm is still working on Mortal Kombat 12 and they're trying to throw us off their trail. I honestly don't know. I don't know what to think at this point. They have me so tricked and confused and twisted in my own head. So you know what? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. What do you think NetherRealm is working on next? Do you believe this leak, or do you think they're tricking us? Could this be some insane 4D chess move from NetherRealm, because they know we have data miners like the Thinny who always go in the code and leak their stuff early? So are they trying to trick us using him as the middleman? Or better yet, what if the Thinny is working for NetherRealm now and he's making fake code just to leak it himself? What if they're paying him and bribing this man to fool us? I really do want to hear your thoughts in the comments down below. What game do you want the most from NetherRealm? Mortal Kombat 12, Injustice 3, or MK vs DC 2? That would be an awesome game too, in my honest opinion. I know a lot of people hate that game, but like I said in a previous video, I really do actually enjoy the character designs and the gameplay and the story to an extent, so I want to see it given a second shot. I'm being serious about that, but let me know your thoughts down below, and then while you're down there leaving a beautiful comment, also please leave a like if you enjoyed the video. It really does help my channel out a ton. And might I also recommend this video on screen about Quan Chi. I worked really hard on it, but it's not doing super well, so I think the algorithm just didn't like me that day. So if you want to help me out and watch a great video in the process, please check out this Quan Chi video on screen. And then finally finish that combo by suplexing that subscribe button and ringing that bell. That way you never miss any future videos. Make sure to come back next time, and as always, stay underdogs. Oh, well hello there. If you're still watching this video, then it likely means you're skeptical, and I respect it. In fact, you should be skeptical, because today is a very special day. Today is April 1st, which is a very special holiday both on YouTube and in my country of the United States. Let me know in the comments if other countries actually celebrate April 1st, because we call it April Fool's Day. And on this infamous holiday, we play pranks, and those pranks always evolve over time, and because we now have the internet and YouTube, today's prank was a YouTube video, which means I sadly must reveal to you that today's video was a fake. There has not been an Injustice 3 leak or a Mortal Kombat 12 leak, nothing of that nature. It's just a fun prank video, and honestly, I wasn't going to make an April Fool's Day video, but then somehow inspiration struck, and I was like, man, can I get somebody in on this to make everyone else think that it's a legit leak? Who can I go to for that? And I immediately thought, the Thinny. That's the data miner guy who finds all the leaks for Mortal Kombat stuff. I'm gonna see if he's on board to fake a leak with me. And as it turns out, not only was he down to make the video with me, but he even photoshopped the image for me as well. So he not only got actual data files from like Injustice or Mortal Kombat 11, but he also did the effort of photoshopping them to look legit, and even gave me a fake tweet to work with as well. Which is why you must follow the Thinny on Twitter and check out every other social media that he has, because this guy went above and beyond for me, and best of all, he had it ready in like 30 minutes. I thought for sure it would take him until the next day, and I was going to edit this video like retroactively or work on it in the morning, but no, he was there with the sauce like right away. So shout outs to the Thinny, and shout outs to every one of you watching, especially those that are still watching at the very end of the video. It's viewers like you that keep my channel alive and inspire me to keep making content every single day. I know I don't post every day, but rest assured I am working on a video every single day of the week, and it's all thanks to you viewers that continue to inspire me. So make sure to keep being awesome, keep being you, and as always, stay underdogs.